Now, playing this game, NBA 2K25, they introduced something new. They brought a brand new takeover system. And with this takeover system, you get takeover abilities, and that is brand new to 2K. Now, I am going to be showing you my favorite takeovers. Yes, you're going to see the same icon, but they're going to have different statistics, right? And I am going to show you the ones that, in my opinion, are the best ones in the game. Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell. All right? Now, the most important thing about this takeover system is the attributes that they affect and the statistics they show you. So I'm going to show you that, and this is how I judge which one's the best, but we're going to go over that first. Now, there's a few things that should affect the takeover that you use: strengths, weaknesses, and playstyle. Let's start with the Deep Bomber takeover ability. Usually people run this takeover because they need to space the floor out, and it's usually done on threes. Now, this is why I say you have to play to your playstyle, your weakness, or your strength. Now, playing to your playstyle would be one where if you are one of those people who like to run around and shoot threes all the time or fade threes, then this is probably the takeover for you. Now, this is why I say you also have to play to your weaknesses, because if you're not the best shooter, if you're not the most consistent, this can also benefit you heavily. And here's why I say that, right? In this game, we have a lot of people who, I play the one scored a lot, so I have a lot of people who, they'll test your jump shot by like sitting back in the paint. If you have your takeover up a bit, this will benefit you because it increases your three-point attribute, like I just told y'all, making it easier for you to shoot, thus eliminating the factor of you not being consistent. You know what I'm saying? This is why I say you got to also learn if you want to play to your weaknesses or play to your strengths. With that being said, let me give you an example of me playing to one of my build's weaknesses. The build that you're looking at right now has high speed, low agility, which means I can't accelerate as fast. But this takeover that I'm using helps that. It bridges the gap. It plays to my build's weakness. It helps me. Not just the takeover. I'm talking about the statistics before the takeover. This takeover increases my agility, my steal, and my perimeter defense. It's called Pest. And with that said, we're at the first takeover that I believe you should be using because it's an amazing takeover, all right? Its ability is called Vice, and it basically glues you to the ball handler. And as I said before, it increases your perimeter defense, your agility, and your steal. So the more your takeover increases, the more annoying you get. Now, although this takeover is extremely useful, I have one takeover that I prefer, and that's usually on my small guard. It's very fun to use. Now, the takeover is Blur. It says enhances the ability to drive by defenders, but this isn't what we're using it for. Now, remember I told you that your playstyle should affect the takeover you select? Damn, bars. Well, my playstyle happens to be dribbling around and looking for threes. I love doing both of those. Well, this takeover plays to both of those. It maxes out my three ball and my ball handle on my small guard, which means not only can I dribble longer, get by my defender easier, I lose less stamina, I trigger more ankle breakers because my ball handling is maxed, and it's also easier to shoot when I'm done dribbling because my three ball is maxed. Now, this takeover is called 3-Point Architect. Listen, bro, you just have to look into it, right? Like 3 and D, that's for your three ball, your perimeter, and your agility. And the takeover ability is Marksman, which enhances the standstill perimeter shooting. Or maybe you like to dribble and drive, right? Something like Kryptonite. You might like that. Drive and dunk, speed with ball, and speed. If you don't play towards your playstyle, towards your strengths, towards your weaknesses, you're not going to have a good time in the game. You're not going to get the most out of your builds, right? And don't forget, it's not always about the takeover ability. It's about the attribute boosts that come towards getting that takeover ability, all right? And with that being said, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and also hit the bell because that notifies you whenever I upload, all right? And God bless until the next one.